Okay, I'm not really an astronaut, but I used to be a lumberjack. I do a lot of things, but two of which I'm a writer and I'm a musician, and you can hit the first picture if you want. That's my band, the Bloodcocks UK, on stage in Takasaki, Japan. And one thing that I've been interviewed a lot of times, and one thing no interviewer has ever asked me is, what do I like best, playing music or writing books? And when you can get somebody to drive halfway across town to a Barnes & Noble to get you to sign their book, there's a lot to be said for that. That's all I got for that. There is a lot to be said for that, just not by me. There's cultural advantages to traveling to faraway lands, and my band we don't play in America. We refuse to. We toured Japan 3 times, toured England. The cultural advantages, the Museum of Tobacco and Salt in Tokyo was great. If it was the Museum of Tobacco and Bacon, it might have been a little better. Being on a national morning show to promote your book, it's just nothing but ego. I mean, it sells books, but it makes you feel pretty good. Except you get calls for about a week from people you haven't heard from forever. Oh, I saw you on TV. But northern Japan at a truck stop, this band we were touring with, this Japanese band, thought it would be great to have me try a Japanese delicacy, stewed octopus balls. And they got the reaction they wanted, and they took a shitload of pictures of it. And then they proceeded to eat it. Delivering happiness. If you can make somebody this happy just by showing up and signing a book, that's pretty fucking good. This is the red carpet of the premiere of the CBGB movie last year in LA. And again, it's ego-driven. You have thousands of flashbulbs going off in your face, and then you go through about a dozen mini interviews where all they want to talk about is the next Bloodcock CD that drops next week. Whew. And then the fans, which, fuck, man. It's great to be able to get people that excited. It's amazing. No, they're not drunk. They're excited. You can look at that. And then the friends that you make. This is an after party of a show we did in Tokyo, and we know everyone in that picture is a friend, and they're a friend to this day, and we communicate with all of them all the time, and it's priceless. It's absolutely priceless. Leeds, England. We're walking down the street, minding our own business, and we walk past a record store and look in the window, and there's our CD right in the middle of Green Day, Sonic Youth, The Smiths, Led Zeppelin. Fuck, man. That was just, what are you gonna do? Sound check in Yokohama. The cool thing about this is you get to play your songs in an empty club where you're playing it just for you. And you never get to do that, not in practice or whatever, and it's a really cool feeling. This is the book release party for my book, Vegas Knockout. I had this midget stapling pages to this woman, and I did a reading off of her, which people really, really liked. I mean, everybody likes midgets, but I mean, I don't think anybody's ever done a reading like this. I stapled the last page to her forehead, and I finished it, and it was, again, it made people happy. What are you gonna do? I mean, 1 point for writing, you know? What's next? What do you got up here for me? The perks. This is the San Diego County Fair last year. I was promoting my book, Liquid Vacation, and I was the celebrity judge for a bacon contest. And I got to sit in a room and sample tons of bacon dishes. Unfortunately, most of them sucked. But still, it's not too bad. It's really fun to go on a news show, a morning news show in the morning, and in the early morning, and in the guise of promoting a book, get the anchors loaded on air. That's fun. It's fun to be able to be in a foreign place where most of the people don't speak English, and yet they show up and they sing along to your songs. It's like, what a fucking thrill that is. Ah, yes. And just the thrill of being able to just rev up a room and get them to go fucking crazy. It's just, the instant gratification. Movie stars are the most famous people on earth. They don't get instant gratification. Stage actors do, musicians do. It's just cool as hell. But at the end of the day, the answer to the question is, you know, if I'm asked the question again, what do I like better? Do I like playing music or do I like writing books? And there's no greater high, I don't think, anywhere than, you know, people cheering for you on stage when you're playing music. But it doesn't compare at all to the pride of having written a book. And like PJ was saying, and some of the others were saying earlier, if you're gonna do something, be proud of what you do. I mean, love what you do, and just fucking, if you love it, do it. And for me, I mean, the music is fun, but writing the books is what gets me off. So that's all I got to say.